welcome back to the Runpreneur vlog, and today we're talking about habits that will prevent you from being successful. And today's habit is neglecting your health. So the Runpreneur vlog is part of the Runpreneur challenge, which is our mission to save the lives of children by raising £1 million for 6 amazing children's charities, which between them cover the whole spectrum of issues affecting children on a global scale. We're going to raise this money by attempting to run vlog on consecutive days the distance of 1 lap around the world. To put it in perspective, it is a 12-year challenge of consecutive daily running at least 5 kilometres every day whilst vlogging, and I even do it barefoot style. So it's 40,075 kilometres in total. That's just shy of 25,000 miles, and it's somewhere in the region of 4,292 consecutive days worth of running in total. So it's a pretty epic challenge. So if you want to find out how to support the challenge, please go to the links in my bios or to the website challenge.runpreneur.co, and let's get started. So one of the habits that prevent people becoming successful is neglecting their health. And what do we mean by health? Well, it could be a healthy body or it could be a healthy mind. And the concept behind it, if you don't have a healthy body or a healthy mind, you're not going to have the tools or the ability to focus and drive, and to work hard, to think clearly, to strategize, to plan, because a healthy body and a healthy mind have an impact on everything you do. So how does this all work? Well, what do we mean if we break down what is health really, and then how you break it down? Well, we've obviously got sleep, we've got exercise, we've got food, we've got hydration. Okay, they're the kind of the main forms of health that you need to obviously take into consideration. You could say that maybe some form of kind of mental recharge as well outside of sleep could be another one, but let's just focus on the main 4 to begin with. And this is a really hard one, but to be honest, when you look at all the successful people, they've got these rigorous routines, and within that routine there'll either be an evening or a morning routine which will be based around their sleep. They'll know how much sleep they need to operate at full capacity, so that's really, really important. So many people don't know how much sleep they need. People say, oh, you need 8 hours. Well, that's not true. You need as many hours which is optimum for you to recharge. If somebody has a very physical based job, they might need more sleep to operate than somebody who has a lot less physicality in their job. So understanding how much sleep you need and trying to get quality sleep is such an important one. So like I say, successful people will have some form of evening routine or morning routine, or both, which works around their sleep patterns, because a lot of the most successful people out there are very routine based. That's something to consider. The next thing that they do is that they always exercise. Every single one of them will, well, I say every single one of them, 99% of them will always exercise in some capacity. And exercise can be a sport, it can be coming out running, it can be a HIIT session, high intensity interval session. It could be, swimming. Exercise is exercise, but it's so important because it keeps your body healthy. Okay, and if your body's healthy, it's going to enable your mind to be healthy, which is so important. So, as you see, what I do, I'm on this running challenge, but from a selfish perspective, this is my exercise regime, my routine that I do every single day. And the impact it's had on my life has been staggering. The fact that I've got this exercise doesn't just help you physically, it helps you mentally as well. Obviously, I get all the benefits of doing 66 kilometres every single week, broken down into kind of 8 kilometre small, shorter runs and a couple of longer ones in there over the course of the week. So I'm always burning at least 550 calories on a short run. That's allowing me to kind of burn off some of the bad food or the surplus calories that I'm consuming. But I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't have this routine. But more so, I get more benefit mentally. You know, sometimes we have days where you wake up and you're just not feeling it. And it happens to everybody. Doesn't matter who you are, you cannot be positive all the time. But if you come out and you exercise, you can turn that negativity into positivity by promoting your positive endorphins through exercise. And then you finish your run or you finish your exercise session and you feel in a positive state of mind rather than negative. If you didn't do that, you would have wasted that day from being in a kind of a negative lull. Whereas coming out for exercise can pull you out of that, put you into a positive state of mind to turn those negative days into positive days. And if you think of the compounding effect of turning all those negative days year on year into positive ones, and the productivity levels you can obtain from positive days, you can be so much further ahead of the rest of the game, or the rest of the demographic who doesn't do this. It's really, really important. The next one's eating. Okay, so my friend who's a personal trainer gave me the analogy of a fire. Okay, you put really nice healthy wood, clean dry kindling onto a fire, it will burn bright, it will burn clean. You won't get huge amounts of smoke. Okay, that's really good fueling for your body. That's your fruit, vegetables, that's the fresh food, that's the non-processed foods going into your system. If you use processed stuff, it's like putting wet soggy leaves on a fire. It will splutter, it will smoke, it will struggle to burn. Okay, and that's what the impact of putting processed food into your system does. So I'm not saying cull it all together. If you could, amazing. I certainly can't, but it's trying to understand what is good and bad food and putting as much of the good stuff in as possible, you know, occasionally putting the bad stuff in. And if you're exercising regularly enough, the bad stuff won't have too much of a negative impact on you. And the final one is hydration. Okay, super important to stay hydrated. I mean, I went through a stage of trying to drink a gallon of water a day, which is, I think it's somewhere in the region of, let me try and work out what it is, it's about 3.7 litres of water. And perhaps not at that level anymore. It kind of was a habit that I reinforced and then gradually broke, unfortunately. But hydration is important. I think you need at least 2 to 2.5 litres of fluids in your system. Ideally water, but if not, try and fill it with non-calorific fluids. So the drinks that I normally stick to as best I can is water, black coffee, or mint tea. Okay, the reason I do that is because each of them have very little calorific intake. Okay, there's a rule that I try and follow is never drink my calories. Now obviously, if you're drinking alcoholic beverages, you could be drinking 200 calories per pint, for example, which doesn't take too many to eat into your daily quota. So bear in mind the importance of hydration. You can get all your hydration needs without taking up any of your calorie allowance over the course of the day to remain healthy. So these are things that I do, these are things that successful people do. I'm not saying I can be put in the successful category yet, but I'm certainly on the right path. So I've told you what I mean by to not neglect your health to become successful. I've talked to you about each element and how it works. I've talked to you about how I use it in my life. And if you're asking yourself, why should I listen? Well, as I said before, success leaves clues. And if you're not listening to me, if you look at any of the most successful people out there, these 4 categories, they will all take extremely serious, and they'll all have some kind of routine around it because they know the importance of this on their impact and ability to become successful. So I hope that's useful. As always, any questions on this, drop me a comment. I'll respond to everyone. But please do remember that the Runpreneur vlog is part of the Runpreneur Challenge, which is our mission to save the lives of children by raising £1 million for 6 amazing children's charities, which between them cover the whole spectrum of issues affecting children on a global scale. I'm attempting to run vlog on consecutive days a distance of 1 lap around the world to achieve this fundraising target. That's a 12-year challenge of daily consecutive running. So I need all your help and support I can get. So check out the links in my bios to support me, or go to the website challenge.runpreneur.co. It's just .co, it's not .co.uk or .com. It's just .co. And Runpreneur is spelled RUNPRENEUR. you are. So that's challenge.runpreneur.co. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you tomorrow.